Exmark's best diesel mower runs a Yanmar. Toro's top zero-turn diesel runs a Yanmar. Ferris builds theirs around one too. John Deere's front mower? Yanmar again. Before anyone tells you American mowers are unbeatable, understand this. Some of America's most productive commercial machines already depend on Japanese engineering to get the job done. Which raises a question almost nobody asks. If Japan is already building the heart of America's best mowers, what happens when Japan builds the entire machine? That's exactly what we're about to find out. Today, we're putting 4 Japanese mowers head-to-head against the American machines they're supposed to lose to. Not marketing claims, not dealership sales pitches, real model numbers, real specifications, and real-world performance that exposes where many American mowers come up short. The brands are Yanmar, Kubota, Iseki, and Honda. Some have been building engines and commercial mowing equipment for over a century. Some are producing machines most American buyers have never even seen, because, frankly, they're not sold here. Yet. But every one of them is about to face an American rival with a reputation to defend. You'll see a diesel front mower that does what an American front mower can't. A collection system engineered for wet grass instead of sunshine. A diesel zero-turn with pricing transparency that will make you angry at your dealer. And a machine so refined that Honda spent 45 years building it in North Carolina before deciding America wasn't worth the factory anymore. So if you think the best mower in 2026 has to wear American paint, stick around. Because by the time we reach number 1, you may be looking at your own mower differently. Start with the machine that shouldn't exist. For decades, Yanmar sold engines to American mower companies. Exmark ran them. Toro ran them. Ferris ran them. Yanmar was the supplier, the name under the hood that nobody mentioned on the brochure. In 2026, they stopped waiting. The YZ460, 60-inch deck, 7-gauge fabricated steel, welded, not stamped. Parker HTG transmission. I4M suspension seat with 4 full inches of travel, 15 miles an hour. 35 horsepower Kawasaki FX 1000V. And something else, a 10-year limited powertrain warranty. Not 2 years, 10. That number is sitting on Yanmar's own website right now in plain text. And it is the longest powertrain warranty in this class by a significant margin. Now put it against the Scag Cheetah 2. The 61-inch Cheetah runs a Kawasaki FX 1000 VEFI at 38 horsepower, 16 miles an hour, Velocity Plus deck, suspension platform, one of the most respected commercial zero-turns on the market. And I want you to notice something before I go any further. Same engine family. Kawasaki FX 1000V. The Japanese mower and the American mower are running the same power plant, and Kawasaki builds those engines in Missouri. So the engine doesn't decide this comparison. Something else does. On raw horsepower, the Scag takes it, 38 against 35, and the EFI is a real advantage in fuel efficiency. On top speed, the Scag takes it by 1 mile per hour. If you want the fastest, most powerful machine in that class, Scag built it, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Here's where Yanmar outclasses them. 2 things. First, the price. Yanmar publishes it right there on their own website in public, where anyone can read it before they talk to a single salesman. Now go find what a Scag Cheetah 2 costs. You can't. You get call your dealer. You get call or email for the best price. Every dealer quotes you something different depending on how you walk in the door and what truck you drove. Scag does not publish an MSRP. That's not a small thing. That is the most anti-customer practice in this entire industry, and a Japanese brand just walked in and ended it. Second, the warranty. Scag covers commercial structural components for 2 years. Yanmar covers the entire powertrain for 10. On a machine, you're going to run for thousands of hours. That gap is not a marketing number. It's a statement about how confident each company is in what they built. Same engine, 7-gauge fabricated deck, commercial Parker hydraulics, a price you can verify before anyone sees your truck, and a warranty that is 5 times longer than what the American brand offers. Now let's talk about the Kubota F3710. The clear winner, and the manufacturer's own spec sheet shows exactly why it isn't even close. The Kubota F3710 starts with a 36.9 horsepower common rail diesel and auto assist 4-wheel drive. It carries a massive 16.1 gallon fuel tank and can cover ground at up to 12.5 miles per hour. Underneath sits a 6-inch deep fabricated steel deck. But the feature that really separates it from ordinary front mowers is the shaft-driven system, sending power directly from the engine to the blades without relying on belts and pulleys. The American answer is the John Deere 157.0 Terrain Cut, 37.4 horsepower, 3-cylinder diesel, 16-gallon tank. On the spec card, it looks like a fair fight. It isn't. 3 reasons. Reason 1, the John Deere diesel engine model 3 TNV88C is a Yanmar. John Deere's flagship front mower is powered by a Japanese engine, so the American versus Japanese fight here is actually Kubota's own diesel against Deere's Yanmar diesel. Kubota is the only company in this comparison that builds its own engine. Deere had to go shopping, and it goes deeper. Deere's own literature notes Kanzaki hydraulics on the platform. Kanzaki is owned by Yanmar too. Reason 2, the decks. Kubota's F3710 runs a fabricated deck, 6 inches deep, shaft-driven. John Deere's own product page describes the 1570's deck as stamped from a single sheet of 7-gauge steel, and then explains that the rounded corners help distribute impact stress when the mower contacts trees, rocks, and curbs. That sentence is doing a lot of work. A stamped deck is pressed from one piece. A fabricated deck is cut from heavier steel and welded together. On the machine, Deere positions as its commercial front mower. They stamped it and made it half an inch shallower. Kubota fabricated theirs, made it deeper, and drove it with a shaft instead of a belt. Reason 3, and this is the one that'll cost you money. On the John Deere 157.0 4-wheel drive is a factory-installed option. John Deere's own product page says it plainly. Standard on the 1575, 1580, and 1585. Factory-installed option on the 1550 and 1570. You have to order it. On the Kubota F3710, Auto Assist 4-wheel drive is how the machine comes. Forward and reverse, automatically managing drive, loads through turns, full-time, 4WD, engageable on top of that. It's not a checkbox, it's the default. So look at what actually happened here. America's most respected equipment brand built its flagship front mower with a Japanese engine, Japanese-owned hydraulics, a stamped deck, a shallower cutting chamber, a belt-driven deck, and 4-wheel drive as an upcharge. Kubota built theirs with their own diesel, a deeper fabricated deck, shaft drive, and 4-wheel drive standard. Now we cross a line. Everything from here you cannot buy in this country. Iseki has been building machinery in Japan since 1926. While American brands were still figuring out what a zero-turn was, Iseki was already a century into precision ground care equipment. And unlike the Yanmar mower in Section 1, which runs a Kawasaki engine, this one runs an Iseki engine. They build their own diesels, 3 cylinders, 1,123 cubic centimeters, 22.2 horsepower, Stage 5 emissions. Runs on renewable HVO fuel, 54 or 48-inch center discharge deck. Forget the horsepower for a second. Look at what's bolted to the back. 650 liters of high dump collector, hydraulic. It lifts to 2,008 millimeters. That's 6.5 feet off the ground. You back up to a truck bed, pull a joystick, the grass goes over the side, you drive away. No tarp, no rake, nobody standing there with a pitchfork. And the machine backs it all up with a 5-year warranty from Iseki. Not 2 years, not 3, 5. Now here's how American mowers handle the same job. The Walker GHS system is the best grass collection engineering America has produced. It's genuinely good. A vacuum blower pulls clippings through a dedicated chute and deposits them in a rear catcher. In dry conditions on a well-maintained lawn, it works exactly as advertised. Now mow wet grass in April or thick Kentucky bluegrass in June, the blower fan has to push material sideways through a chute. And when that material is heavy and damp, it bridges, it packs. You're off the seat clearing a blockage, and you'll do it again before lunch. The Iseki was never designed to bolt a bag onto a side discharge mower. It was designed from the deck up to cut and collect as a single system. The rear axle is mounted high under the seat with chain drive to the rear wheels, so the grass flows in a straight line from the deck through to the collector with nothing in the way. No sideways throw, no blower crutch, no architectural compromise. The deck has an adjustable air intake built into the top of it specifically to manage airflow in wet conditions. Open it up for heavy damp grass. Close it in dry summer cutting to keep dust down. Iseki's own literature describes the deck as accurate enough for sports ground maintenance, and that is the literal job it was engineered for. A groundskeeper in England collecting every clipping off a cricket pitch in the rain. America's answer to that job is a guy with a rake and a tarp. You can buy this mower in Britain, Ireland, Germany, Poland, across Europe. And now the one that should make you angry? The Honda HF2417, a 530 cubic centimeter Honda GCV 530V twin, 40-inch cut, hydrostatic, single pedal, 5-year warranty, and 3 pieces of engineering that explain why Honda owners in this country behaved like a cult. Versamow, 1 lever, push it, and the machine collects clippings into the bag. Pull it, and the same machine finally shreds them and blows them back into the lawn as fertilizer. No mulching kit. Nothing to bolt on, nothing to remove. It's built into the deck, and you switch modes while you're moving. Synchronous blades. A timing belt holds the 2 blades at a locked 90-degree angle to each other, permanently, at every RPM. Less uncut grass on turns, less vibration, better airflow into the collector. Show me the American lawn tractor that does that. I'll wait. And Rotostop, a blade brake clutch. Stop the blades, keep the engine running. Step off, empty the bag, get back on, keep going. You never touch the key. American ride-ons answer that same problem with a seat interlock that kills the engine when you stand up. Honda solved it mechanically decades ago. That's the machine. Now here's what happened to it. On October 3rd, 2022, Honda told its dealers it was finished. Lawnmower production at Swepsonville, North Carolina would end in September of 2023. Remaining inventory would sell through 2024, and then it was over. Understand the scale of what was shut down. Swepsonville is a 700,000 square foot plant. Honda had invested more than $380 million into it. Since it opened in 1984, that facility built over 700 million power equipment products. Honda had been selling mowers in America since 1978, 45 years. 600 workers who build mowers now build ATVs on that same floor. Honda gave a reason, and I want their exact language because every word matters. The decision, they said, was driven by market forces, stricter environmental regulations, shifting customer preferences, and a focus on growing the profitable products in their portfolio. Shifting customer preferences. Now, here's the part that should stick in your throat. Honda did not stop building lawnmowers. Honda Motor Europe confirmed it publicly, in writing, while the American announcement was still fresh. They would continue producing petrol lawnmowers at the Honda France manufacturing facility. Same engineering, same Versamo system, same rotostop technology, and the same synchronized blades. Still being built and sold today, just not here. Honda didn't quit mowers. Honda quit us. So, why can't you buy 3 of the 4 machines in this video? It isn't a conspiracy. It's 3 boring reasons, and boring is what actually runs the world. Emissions certification. An engine that's legal in Europe isn't automatically legal here. Getting it through the EPA and CARB costs real money. Per model, every year. If you're only going to move 400 units, nobody spends it. Dealers. A mower nobody can service is a mower nobody buys. Iseki would have to build a parts and service network across 3,000 miles for a brand most Americans have never heard of. And the third reason is us. The American market told these companies exactly what it wanted, and it said it in the only language that counts, money. It said cheap. It said big deck, low sticker. Don't make me think about it. It said we'd rather replace a machine every 6 years than buy one that lasts 20. It said we don't want to collect the clippings. We want to blow them into the street and drive away. They listened. That's what Honda meant when they wrote shifting customer preferences and closed a plant that had run since 1984. So here's where that leaves us. The American mower industry didn't lose to Japan. It made a decision, quietly, over decades. It agreed to buy the hardest, most expensive, most important part of the machine from Japan, bolt its own sheet metal around it, put its name on the hood, and hope you never looked underneath. The engine is the machine. Everything else is paint. If this changed how you look at that red or green or orange machine sitting in your garage, hit like and subscribe. This channel takes equipment apart until there's nothing left but the truth. And if you're running one of these, a Kubota diesel, an old Honda, a Yanmar, anything, drop the hour meter reading in the comments. Just the number.